This is Galadimawa, an area in the Federal Capital Territory close to the city center. Now, 3 weeks ago, at this exact spot, it was filled with flood water. These trees were completely submerged in flood water. We couldn't even see the top of the trees. Now, the water extended from here to this road by the side, and the man who was on his way to the airport was killed. He lost his life at this area. Up until a few years ago, floods were not a common phenomenon in Nigeria's Federal Capital Territory. But this has changed, as FCT residents now have to contend with floods almost every time there is a heavy downpour. In August 2017, tragedy struck when a man and 2 of his children died while trying to drive out of one of the estates in Lokogoma, a suburb in the Federal Capital Territory. In June 2018, 6 people died when a flood overflew a culvert and took with it a Sienna bus with 4 passengers and a motorcycle with 2 passengers. August 2nd, 2019, the Director of Finance at the FCT High Court, Mr. Tony Okechimi, was killed in a flood close to Galadimawa roundabout in the FCT. Karu, Galadimawa, Lokogoma and its environs have been worst hit by floods recently. Why are floods occurring frequently in the capital city? We visit the Director of Information and Communications in the FCT to get answers.
There's also a behavioral problem of the residents. First of all, you find people who go and build where they shouldn't build. You find people who build on floodplains. You find people who put one construction or the other on flood areas or even gutter. You find some people who dump their refuse in gutter.
But these buildings on drainages and flood paths do not appear overnight. And some have questioned why the FCT administration allows these infractions to persist.
If you go to most of all these buildings, the moment they start, we go there. We have district officers who go monitoring. And they mark it. You see some buildings, you have this red mark, stop work. And what do our people do? Most of our people will go buy white paint over the stop work mark.
We visit the Pedan Dam in the FCT, which regulates water flow in the drainage system and has a reservoir capacity of 5.8 million cubic meters.
We had planned that we could have this situation in the FCT, and that's why a dam like this was constructed, and we also do impoundment. So it's not like we knew this could happen, but even in this extreme case, if there's no poor human behavior, we'll still not have any situation.
Regardless of the infrastructure in the FCT and the preparedness of the administration to handle floods, some say the effect of climate change means that there may be more rainfall in the FCT and other parts of the country, and it is imperative to have an effective emergency response system.
There's nothing you can do about flash floods. What you now do is your emergency response to things like this.
It is when they call us that we will come. If the incident happened 30 minutes before we are known, then nobody will blame us that we didn't come 30 minutes before. So the issue, they call us, and our response time in the city is 5 minutes from wherever you call us.
The FCT administration says it plans to demolish about 300 structures in the Galadimawa-Lokogoma axis built on drainages and waterways and contribute to flooding in the capital city. While government appeals for attitudinal change by Nigerians, residents in turn are asking the FCT management to be more alive to its responsibilities by ensuring drainages and waterways are cleared promptly. Linda Akibe, Channels Television News.